Eleanor Whitmore had always believed in love. At 28, she had everything she could ever dream of: a promising career as a literature professor, a cozy home in the heart of Charleston, and most importantly, the love of her life, Nathaniel Nate Calloway. They had been together for 5 years, their relationship built on trust, passion, and an unwavering bond that Eleanor thought was unbreakable. Her younger sister, Margaret, Maggie, as everyone called her, was her best friend. At 25, Maggie was charming and free-spirited, always drawing people toward her with ease. Growing up, they had been inseparable, with Eleanor always playing the protective older sister. They laughed together, cried together, and supported each other through everything. Eleanor never imagined that Maggie would be the one to shatter her heart into a million pieces. The changes were subtle at first, small things that Eleanor brushed off as coincidence. Nate, who had always been devoted and attentive, started coming home later than usual. His phone, once an open book, was suddenly always face down. Maggie, too, seemed different. She avoided Eleanor's gaze more often and had become more secretive. Eleanor tried to convince herself that it was nothing, that she was simply overthinking things. One evening, while folding laundry, Eleanor caught the scent of an unfamiliar perfume on Nate's shirt. A scent she recognized but couldn't place immediately. It gnawed at her mind until realization struck. It was Maggie's. Dismissing her fears, Eleanor scolded herself. They would never betray me. They love me. But doubt had already begun to fester. Days turned into weeks, and Eleanor couldn't shake the unease settling in her chest. One evening, while Nate was in the shower, she glanced at his phone. A single message illuminated the screen. "I can't wait to see you tonight. I miss you." The sender? Maggie. The walls of her world crumbled in an instant. A deep ache spread through her chest as she struggled to breathe. Her hands trembled as she gripped the phone, staring at the undeniable proof of betrayal. Eleanor wanted to scream, but instead, she sat frozen, her mind racing with questions. How long had this been going on? Why would Maggie do this to her? And why had Nate, the man she trusted with her heart, been so cruel? The next evening, Eleanor invited Maggie over for dinner. She prepared their favorite meal, as if the night was just like any other. But inside, she was breaking. As they sat at the table, Eleanor finally spoke. "How long have you been sleeping with Nate?" Maggie's fork clattered onto her plate. Her face drained of color. "What are you talking about?" Eleanor slammed Nate's phone onto the table. "Don't lie to me, Maggie. I saw the messages. I know everything." Tears welled in Maggie's eyes, but Eleanor didn't care. The betrayal cut too deep. "I never wanted to hurt you," Maggie whispered. "But you did," Eleanor's voice cracked. "You destroyed me." Eleanor walked away that night, her heart shattered but her dignity intact. She left Nate without a second glance, and as for Maggie, she became nothing more than a painful memory. Time passed, and Eleanor healed. She found solace in herself, rediscovered her passions, and learned that betrayal didn't define her. Love had betrayed her once, but it wouldn't break her forever. And one day, when she was ready, she knew she would love again.